Hello, back again with me, Illyrianix. It Genshin Impact. I'm sorry yesterday I cannot stream because I have a family outing. But today I already back to my own place, so let's have fun at Genshin again. It's already this full week we just play Genshin and Genshin and Genshin. I'm sorry. I promise you this week to morbing in Skyrim, but uh, it will be too tiresome because this weekend is already family outing. But next week I promise you we morbing for 2 days and 2 nights. Probably a bit much, but yes, for 2 days straight we will morbing in Skyrim. It's actually my first time we will play as vampire. I never play as vampire before. Eh? Well, before without further ado, let's get going. Back to Inazuma. In here we have to escape Rito, the foreigner district of Inazuma. I do not know how. Before this morning I tried to escape Rito and get caught by the Ashigaru. For Ashigaru they actually very heavy-handed. They just Ashigaru, common foot soldier. Why they have so much power? Okay, I'm actually already out of Rito here. Let's try sneak past. Oh my god, there is. Ah, yes, I cannot go outside without get caught again. Ah. Ya ada. How the hell we will escape Rito? Speak to Kobayashi.
There. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
If the Yashiro Commission probably.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
This clan infighting is really getting on my nerve. Really very medieval Japan here. It's kinda nonsense.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
By the way, if you here I have difficulty of speaking, that's because there is still mucus in my nose and my throat. I'm still not fully healed from my past cold. It's annoying.
We're here to see,
And occasional coughing.
the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Okay, that's shady.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Konjo Commissioner, eh? Hiragi Shinsuke.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me.
It's okay.
And I should very
It's okay,
much
Kelly.
like to make their
Just
acquaintance.
relax
Let's
and
not
chill
make this
and
business
Genshin.
only.
That's
So what
that's
you're
that's
saying
the
is
purpose
we
actually.
really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
Oh,
And I hear you also foiled a
Shit.
fatigue plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of
I
their
think I posted
harbingers in a
link
duel.
there.
Is that
Or am I
true?
not?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, alright.
Let me check later then.
As I thought.
Oh yeah.
Wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
You're
Rito is greatly honored to have you
What?
visit
Really?
us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people.
shit.
This
You're
makes
right.
me wonder
Let
whether you
me
might be
put
so
the link.
kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Thanks for reminding me, Kelly. Oh yes, sometimes I'm dumb. Well, time to run again.
Excellent. Well then. You must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before.
Dumb sticky knot. I do not know
You
what
want us
that
to go
is.
Back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin.
300
would you?
Jinshin!
Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
They don't stay fresh after they pick, you know.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
Yep, 300.
709 letters to be precise.
Now we play as post
Hey,
office.
that gives. How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that?
I think Hiragi, this commissioner, want to extort us, want to enslave us.
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
I'll consider it.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Yeah, it's shady as fuck.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
The impression of Inazuma is bad so far.
Oh, you
too,
too.
too many shady things going. Well, given the Shogun is actually very strict, It's usual thing come in like this.
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Dan just scratch.
So this means
Dude,
she wants
Kelly,
me to secretly
you.
meet her
I
at
think
night?
the dead cell is
You
dead.
don't seem surprised
before you
at all
do.
by this. What's going on?
Dear Traveler, would you could convey the message apologies for her statement with Traveler. This is my first time extending invitation to an Outlander. This one more confused. I hope you would be so courteous with me tonight under glow of resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about returns because I will answer the shall be always where I see secret meeting, eh? Well, I think the Dead Cell told you to play other game, Kelly. Yup, you have become too powerful.
Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back?
Play Blasphemous, eh? Or Hollow Knight, or Guacamelee. You get that from the DLC of Dead Cell, right? This game is good. Just get used to it first, like you get used to Dead Cell and become God. That's first concert 12 minutes you met goddess. How the hell I will go there? From the back from here? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is most direct route. No.
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, but 12 minutes because he's too
the
hard.
daughter
But
of the
you
Hiragi
8 minutes
clan,
sooner. Yeah, 8 minutes different. Yep, play other game, please. You has become too good at that cell.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at last, we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
A letter?
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamachi. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito.
Oh my god,
but
you start to
are
speaking
outlanders.
Indonesian again.
Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami
Do you even
Island.
understand the meaning? You want to sell your soul just to face that cell?
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Okay then. Dead cell is for dead cells. Kelly is the dead cells. Now.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
Who is this woman?
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my
I
plans to
see
help you
you
off the island.
struggling
It
in
just
Hollow
so
Knight?
happens that
Really?
a shipment of goods is...
Probably because the different mechanic you
Very well.
did
I'll be waiting for you at the
become
border.
struggle.
I'm counting on you
Because
to
the Dead
deliver
Cell
the letter.
and Hollow Knight, it's very different game. Even though still Metroidvania Souls-like game. Continue. Go to. Okay.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly
No, the
requested by
beginning
the
of
Kanjo
is all
Commissioner.
about timing in
We
that,
must
so
be
just
certain
continue
that they
killing.
reach
Yeah,
Watatsumi Island intact.
yeah.
Is there
That's
something
the different.
wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched
Yeah, I
to
think
ensure
because
safe transport of the goods.
that
My
cell
lady,
it's
You aren't suggesting that
more
you intend to
heavy
escort the
pace,
shipment personally, are you?
very
There's
fast,
certainly no
and
need for you to
Hollow
trouble
Knight
yourself with such
become
a
more
matter.
souls-like,
as
and
for this qualified escort,
you need to take your time. Just take your time. Just be chill, alright? I think that's the key of Souls game. Just be chill and take your time. Your enemies won't going anywhere except going through you with their blade. Yeah. They are fun with me, eh? I hope so. Because next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we will morbing Skyrim. More than 3 hours.
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this.
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
By the way, before this
request
stream,
is from
I
Lady Hiragi
will
herself.
briefly watch
It is our duty to serve her in
Botan
the utmost
and
capacity.
Watame from HoloLens
Yes,
playing
That's
Valheim.
not the problem
That's
here.
quite interesting. I will
Then,
watch the
if you're
VOD
through
later.
Here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow
Valheim
potential
is-
kids more time to prepare now.
Is like
Yes,
survival
indeed.
building game,
You
but
heard her.
Viking
There's
team.
no time to lose.
So Viking survival game. And I want to buy it, but I do not want to what's its name? Still, because it's still early access. I already have an early access game, which is Craftopia. Oh, I don't want to
My
have
lady,
another
please
one.
stay back. We'll handle it.
Oh, come on! Social Hoarder!
Taste. That tingle? Free.
No, my sword.
From whence you came?
That tingle? That tingle? Test subject.
Finally.
The wrong test subject.
Ah.
Let's spark things up a little.
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
To the very.
Electro! Finally something fun to fight. No, no!
Rain, help
outlines your fate.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hurrah, stay close. Mind flames! Disappear!
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Ah, shit.
Surrender and be gentle.
Oh, come on, that's cheating.
Submit for judgment. Finally,
Yeah, trader game gua ke melee. I probably try that first before I will try Hollow Knight or Blasphemous.
No, my sword!
Fourth. One with my blade.
No, no, no! Too sadistic.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamachi to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a...
Well, that's what I mean to the sadistic.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
Yeah.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What?
Well,
I was
it's fun game. Well,
clarifying, all. I would
well, that's
never in my
relative
wildest dreams.
statement. For you, maybe. For me,
You two needn't worry.
I'm scared, man.
If this ever happens,
Kelly, I'm
if my
scared.
father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
My will. Well, it's
A
gone.
guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm
My
sure
will
you
is,
understand.
well, after Japan, it's almost non-existent, Kelly.
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Oh, poor Shinojo. Wait, yes. What?
Whew, we're finally on our own way again.
Yep.
I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
Well, if you send me, even you send me that, I will don't have any courage to pull that cell, man. It's scary as fuck. Seagrass. Seaweed! Wait, seagrass. Okay, this our first world quest with Inazuma. Please look at skeleton instead too. Yeah. Later. For now, let's travel around Narukami Islands and open all the traveling the waypoint. It is scary. It's not scary, no, it's scary. Hey, what's the the gameplay trailer for it? I shook my boots, so I never play any Souls game before, so it's quite a jump if I want to play Dead Cell or Horror Night or even Guacamelee. So you need to at least have little experience to something more what is lenient at this. Guacamelee maybe to then Codfen actually seem easier because we have an AI assistant. So it's not we fight against the world and the boss. We have companion. What shrine is this? Grand Narukami shrine. That's okay. What's this? What this item, by the way? What's this ore? Amethyst lump. What the heck? Who's noticing me? Oh, you. And you're wet. Old handguard. Yes. That's the upgrade for Goro. The only thing that fearing that is Malaysia with can cause dizziness spinning. Yes. Yes, that's actually scaring me. I think the debuff it's a bit too much for me for someone who like normal playthrough. Why does weapon there? Wait a second, let me see Goro. Oh, need pearl. Watatsumi Island, the neighboring island, not here. Ayah. What are you? Oh, Hilichul. Damn it, Cheeky.
A touch of frost. One with my blade.
Okay. Oh, is here.
It was worth the trouble.
Exile set. Nice. I use this because it's the only heroes that reach level 60. The others still level 50. That Fatui. What Fatui doing here?
Time to work.
Rain outlines your fate.
Work time.
Let's spark things up a little.
And forget the travel in 3.
Witness the power of Guwa.
I see through you! From whence you came! Quickly! Disappear! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
You can't run!
Ah.
A touch of frost! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! But how? Is it over?
My work.
I see through you! Fourth, my blade! This is bad! Spirit blade! Attack! You can't run! Well, neither can I.
No, my sword.
A touch of frost!
Fatui! There are Fatui from Snesaya! Bloody hell, they're harder to fight. Very hard to fight. Oh no!
One with my blade! Submit for judgment!
I guess this is it.
Oh yeah, that is Fatui from Snesnaya. They're really tough to fight. They're professional killer and professional soldier.
It was worth the trouble.
Look at my Lisa. On top of that, my. What's this? This is not Fatui camp. Arangi. Open that. Navigate. No, I will not touch that. Too risky. Too bloody risky. Ooh. This is the... that's the bug. It's for upgrading Hazel. What's this for? Max of Wicked Titan. Go here. Oh, there's is here as well. Here first then. This is perpetual mechanical array. What is this? Ah, I see. Field boss, eh? Oh, there she is. I cannot go there, so there. This land actually very beautiful and very unique in its own way. Oh, that's a Karakuri. I will not go there. Uh, according to it's somewhere here. But it's middle of water. What's the meaning of this? Odd. Is maybe for later. Totally not into it, of course. I'll believe you. Lavender lavender melon, aka eggplant. This mountain will be hard to scale. Getting a Kalashnikov. I wish they put guns in here. Oh yeah, by the way, in Craftopia they put guns. They put rifle and a musket. Probably I should play Craftopia after I stream. Shit.
This will do.
Rain cutter.
Cheap tricks.
Surrendering will be gentle.
So
Fall before me.
Rain outlines your fate.
A touch of frost.
I did that. Yep, Craftopia is like Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and other games, and Minecraft mixed together.
Objects like this will
What
prove useful when purging evil
ambitious
spirits.
game actually. When first come out as early access, it's quite bare bone, but now it's absolutely not absolutely polished, already polished enough to compete to other game with its genre. It's a good game. It's niche for sure because it's a lot of things combined together to become one game as survival building game. But it's a good game. It has a nice direction. Has a nice building. A bit cheesy starting prospect, like we have come to the Craftopia, the world of Craftopia, because we accidentally press the button that destroy our world. Sounds very human, right? Yep, Craftopia it's like Zelda. The I think Zelda very inspired. I think Craftopia very inspired by Zelda, and I think in a way, in a in a way, Genshin Impact also is inspired by Craftopia and Zelda as well. Let's scale this mountain. Oh, it's very tall mountain to scale. Crap. Which crap? That's Kabutamushi, that's stuck beetle. The Electroculus really remind me of Anemoculus. They like to hanging out on tall places, making them very hard to get. Well, what do you think? You the only person who watched this at this point? There's no other viewer? I really wish for more viewer, but I do not know why. Probably do not have right link and connection. I'm very timid person, you know. I do not use a lot of social media like Twitter. Even I use Twitter, but not as often as people think. And the time using Indonesian Western Indonesian time is not quite prime time as well. Oh, that's nice view. What second need to drink first? Oh, thank you, Kelly. You have you've been here since first time I met you.
Heart be pure, evil be erased. Mind
Thank
be
you so much
purged,
for
world
always
be-
coming to my stream,
I always forget that last part.
because it's become something because disheartening and lonely when I only stream for myself. I think I need to some tips to how to attack viewer, because at first I play Divinity Original Sins. I do only have what 2-3 viewer when I first time start to stream Genshin Impact. There is I think 5 including you. Thank you. Well, it's chill, it's fun. I'm a fun. I can be a fun person, but I think that's about it. I think that's about me. And also, feel very bummer about the Steam block by Indonesian Gov. It's very disheartening and very upsetting knowing your game digital game platform getting blocked because do not register in the Indonesian database. No, 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 no! Ah, come on! I will lose half heart for this. Yep. Already buy a VPN. Yes, VPN type. But it seems Genshin do not like VPN, so I need to turn it off when I log in. I do not know how the other game fare, online game, or how purchase Steam. The free game is okay, but the paid game I'm still feel. Oh no, where is this Fatui here? Among Holy Troll. Ow! That's hurt.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Disappear!
Ah,
One with my blade. I cannot underestimate my enemy. From whence you came.
The more, the merrier.
that's Fatui. The name is very unique.
Over here.
Fatui Chin Chin Mage.
Let me weave you a verse. Blink.
A touch of frost.
Blink. Let me amuse myself.
There.
The more, the merrier. You really know how to get me going.
Submit for judgment.
Look at me. Just once.
Whew. That is very difficult to fight when low level, and even high level it's still very interesting to fight. And by the way,
Expected, but welcome.
by the way, it's kinda cringy, maybe fighting
I
the
ride on wind and cloud alike.
that mage because she always moan when hit it when get hit. She always moan. Whew. Spend money, yeah. Wailing. Sadly, I do not have that kind of money. I'm still poor streamer. It's just me and my grand mindset. Yep, can grind fairly. Can be boring, but knowing I'm streaming, well, yeah, can be fun. Probably next time I will doing grinding stream in here. I think I should back to the shrine first because I'm all half health and I do not yet make a healing item. That cell stream. No, 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 no. You telling me to that cell stream is like trying to do me math study stream. It's painfully scary. Let me play other game first, like Hollow Knight or Guacamelee. Then maybe we try Dead Cell. Still, I still cannot see the appeal actually. Besides, it's being sadistically hard.
Forth, my blade.
Rain outlines your fate.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I will take your word then, probably. Because I do not have experience to play that game, probably I need to play other game that more agreeable to me.
Swift and merciful.
There's another Chinchin Mage there.
It was worth the trouble.
Oh, that's not Genshin Impact. That was Ronin. A treasure hunter Ronin.
Let's get down to
Oh no, it's unique enemy. Okay, not too unique enemy.
Finally, no.
Okay, that's I guess.
What do you think, cutie?
Get this electroculus. Sorry if in new area this is me in every new area. Doing grinding. Oh the hell, I get that. It's very. Come on, a little bit more. Come on. Yeah. Just the tip of Lisa heads helps. Yeah, grinding can be fun. Grinding can be fun. But also it can be a drag as well. I miss this. I'm curious, what is that actually in the middle of the water? What? Pep. Yeah. Oh, come on. I will make short work of you. Ah, there, done. Ah, I see. It's a summon to summon ship. Usang believer legate? Who? What do you mean? That's a giant helical there.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Whoa.
One with my blade.
I fought something like this.
With the wind.
No, wrong button.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Ow! Ow!
But how? Curb your fury.
Damn it!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of the what?
Swift and merciful.
Don't be such a brute.
Forth my blade. Submit for judgment.
No, my sword.
Ooh, that was tough. I think worth it. Yeah, it's very worth it. I don't know that song. Believer song?
What
I don't
do
know.
you think, cutie?
I can look up later. I hardly listening song lately or before. Only a handful of song I ever heard in my life. Mostly Japan song. Ah, finally. We set off this. This will be the last before we enter Inazuma City. I think to go there, to go here, we must get the boat from here with Rider Waypoint. We can I can take it off stream anyway. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Get Kuchirai. Ah. I see. This kind of game. Ah. I lost already. Probably for later, right? Oh, that's nice. That's nice view. Mm. Yeah, for later maybe. Mm. Oh, that's commission case quest. I forgot to do commission quest this evening. I can do it later or tomorrow morning before reset. Take this waypoint. Why is not show up in the map? Connect. My heart is not beating. You're dead then. What's wrong? What's wrong, Kelly? There is a lot of quests here. There's a lot of quests here. Nazuma City is very nice place to see, to to visit, if not the restriction is not too hard. Okay. Let's go back to temple first, then we continue with the mission. Probably take this as well. Oh, there is weapon there as well. Uh, Still cannot got out without any problem. You wear glasses? Well, that's surprising. Ah, come on. That's a bummer. First, let's speak to the Catherine here, shall we? Yeah. You could say so. Mhm. Uh, Rick?
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Free vegetable. Tinggal gue habis itu maksa treble jokes. Oh, Goro. Nah, this dia. Ini dia.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
This kind of you will meet that kind of woman all through Inazuma, sadly.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma?
We just see him, you know.
Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
That's so bad.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
And the human Toma, where is it?
Huh.
Where is he?
So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
We see a talking
Now
snake.
you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all
Yeah, stop
serious
pranking.
now.
Well, that's so first.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck...
Kazuha?
Ah, so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Okay. Let's continue. I'm sorry. I think Raiden Shogun's favorite song is Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Probably. I think she's kinda that. I think she's that kind of girl. That kind of woman. That kind of mommy. Why every lightning, female lightning, lightning visionaire is very sexy mommy. From Lisa to Yae Miko to Raiden Shogun, they're all very sexy mommy. Why? Since I don't know, probably Enel from Enel from One Piece. That's actually quite become my favorite antagonist in One Piece.
People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard
Thunder
of the
God
Vision
Enel.
Hunt decree.
I like him.
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for
Is it them? Yes.
it's known as
Attack
the
first,
Nation
speak
of
later.
Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement.
Well, that's no
The
good.
Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it, for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Selfish is understatement.
Only
Tyrannical.
Outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply
By the
should
way,
not
the
exist.
boots Toma
And
wears
this
is not
Kamisato has been
quite
committed to
fit
fighting
with
it since the day it was
with
announced.
his other clothes. It's very Western.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched
Nope,
the statue,
the boots.
and then...
It's very Western.
and then what?
Western that has been modified to look aesthetic as like the like her clothes. It's very different. Look very different. That the first thing I noticed Toma is his horn and his boots.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
I see.
All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
Where is that, by the way? I just going. I just been there. Just take it this first, then go there. Okay. I think the vision is in the. Yeah, yeah. The Electroculus. Oh, this Karakuri. I do not. I do not want to fight them. No, 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 no fight, no fight, no fight, no fight. Ow! That's scary. Ow! Damn it! Oh, I nearly died. I nearly died there. According to this, the waypoint is underwater. Okay, that's curious. Oh, that's attack. Okay, that's interesting. That boost, okay. Space is for this one, okay. That's those construct. It's very annoying. Subsidiary Island. Just later then. So it's not. So the Wave Rider waypoint is not a teleportation waypoint. Eh? That's disappointing.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at?
She's a flower.
Behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter
Oh.
of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just
no.
like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
Okay.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Just a second, guys. I want to pee. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we get mission for Kamisato Princess. Ah. What's this Electropulse? Not here. Just ignore it for no. Go here.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this?
Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Mahiro and Kinjiro and Tejima.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay.
What's happened?
Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
So
if you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
I see. A chunk of his memory is lost because the vision is confiscated. This diary.
This looks like Tejima's diary, alright? Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait! There's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
That's right.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
In the house? That rock looks like a tombstone.
This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago.
Everyone spurtering war go wet for me in Konda village. It'll be safe home for us there.
So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
That's interesting.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
That's the third commission you talk about. I'm still sick. I'm sick for this sickness. Midori. Uncle Ramsey.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Okay. Kurosawa Kyonosuke.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions.
Why?
I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're
No, I
trying to
realize it.
blackmail
Why
me.
does samurai
But either way,
have its
it's
sword?
ridiculous. If I was hoarding
The
supplies, would I
the
still
edge.
be the poor man I am today?
Facing down, not facing up.
My own family can barely get by as it is.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth, but we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Let's fight another treasure hoard. This will be fun. Can I attack you? Oh no, I guess not. What will be you be? There's a seaweed seagrass. That's nickname na. That's the treasure hoarder.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Another test subject.
Let's spark things up a little. Body and mind. Let me read you a verse.
Okay, that was easy.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Huh?
Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
What?
Yeah,
Letter of
a lot of them too. And
intent
they
of
all
understanding.
seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this.
This
As
bunch
for
of
you
receipt.
guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Miss Aoi. I see. Just walk there. Ah, wrong button. Let's see what can you make, Hajime. Ah, but the same. No, make from amethyst. That's nice. What do you sell? Ah, but the same as well. What's finding that the blacksmith of different places do not sell different things? That Miss Aoi, owner of Sukumo Mono Groceries.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
But
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
We buy the information.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Yeah, fair
At
enough.
least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Okay, get back there probably a bit tricky than usual. I do not remember the way. Oh, opposite direction. Ah, it's reminiscing of Suikoden. I played, I think 4 and 5 Suikoden, and I want to play Tactic. It's quite unique story, the Suikoden Tactics, and I heard there is another Suikoden in Nintendo DS, and there will be more Suikoden in the future because I think the story is not completed yet. But I don't know. The game is suddenly stopped in the 5.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand, but I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help
refuse to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Okay, next one is just close by. Seems the plot is quite thickened by now. Quite interesting. The vision is not a mere a power source. It's everything: emotion, ambition, memory, everything. And losing a vision is equal to losing a part of yourself.
Their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine.
Nanako?
Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami
Oh,
Island.
that's right.
The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine...
Oh, come on! Please do not do this to me. Please, please. No. The internet. Oh, come on, this is not funny. Sorry guys, it seems I need to